It's Market Day Report. We're so glad you're with us here to start another trading week. We've got roughly 2.5 days of trade left here in 2025, and we'll get a full day of trade on Friday to start 2026. But right now we're looking at corn, and the corn market today is in the red. The front month March down 6 1/4, 443 3/4. This is a market that's lost 3% year to date. Now the beans, though we're lower right now and have lost about 6% of the value month over month, beans still in positive territory year to date. That January at 1053 1/4 is off 5 1/2. Now the wheat market has been in the red week over week, month over month, year over year, down 7%. You see the wheat market in Chicago is lower. Here's what's happening with hard red or Kansas City. Nickel losses there, and the cotton market has lost about 5% of its value year to date. But as we start looking towards 2026, what do we need to focus on? Ben Hushon is in Whitehall, Maryland with the mill. How important, Ben, is soil sampling?
Wow. Good morning, Tony. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. Certainly wish you all a healthy 2026, but you have started at a great point. In our community right now, it's raining, supposed to be really cold and 50-mile-an-hour winds tomorrow. And we have definitely seen an uptick in phone calls today talking about soil samples. Typically, once the combines start running in October, the soil probes go out behind that. And for the viewers, I sent in a couple examples. It's a really important. We have just had, for most of our community, one of the best yields that we've had, one of the biggest yields in bushels and tons in cases of silage. But what that does is creates a lot of crop removal, and you get all this information back. There's about 40 data points that you can get back on a soil test today. Some are more like 20. And we really encourage people, sit down with a certified crop advisor or whoever your trusted advisor, or yourself. A lot of farmers have been looking at soil samples their entire career. Of course, we always say start with pH, look at base saturations. But something I wanted to mention today, and for the viewers, I had those pretty pictures on, it's 2025, almost 2026. It is time to really start looking at creating zones in your field. Instead of doing a broadcast application based on a soil sample, start breaking these fields into zones. Either use a yield map or some sort of soil sensor, or better yet, the combination of the two. And Tony, take that information. Fertilizer today, inputs, you probably already talked about it today, are so high that we don't want to be applying the same thing across that same 20-acre, 40-acre field. We need to be breaking these fields down into zones and using the farmer's data to help do that. So very important time of year for this.
Yeah, I am so glad you said that. I heard an interview earlier this morning where one economist said, you've got to have a plan. Have a plan, stick with that plan and that process. Do not react to a squirrel running by. Don't go down a rabbit hole, and don't let emotion work its way in. And you're right on that, Ben.
Good. I wish you all certainly a happy new year, and I appreciate the time.
Ben Hushon is with the mill. Always has great insight and great picks. All right, we're back in a moment. We'll talk livestock futures next. This is Market Day Report.